Hey, everybody, welcome to another live stream here on WooEnglish. As always, my name is Hamza, and I will be your host again and again on this linguistic journey that we always have two times every week, once for vocabulary and one time for grammar. And today, actually, we are going to talk about a little different topic. But before we do, I would love to clarify two things, all right? So the first thing is I think there was a little bit of confusion for some people because I've seen that there were a lot of people asking about the live stream at 9 a.m. in the morning. I'm so sorry for the confusion, but I'm not sure what happened. If it was like a problem on YouTube or a problem on live stream on the platform where we live stream. But yeah, so I saw people in the morning like talking about is the live stream still going to take place, stuff like that. So I apologize for that. We are starting at 9 p.m. as we always do, and today's topic is a very special one. Today we are going to talk about poetry, right? We are going to change the rhythm a little bit. We are going to change the atmosphere of the session, and we are going to talk about poetry. And it was your suggestion, and I really thank you for this suggestion. It was an amazing suggestion. We're going to learn a lot about poetry and through poetry, all right? So we are going with poetry and about poetry. So I hope you guys are ready for that. Yes, Snoosy, absolutely. I think you suggested the poetry, if I'm not mistaken. You suggested poetry, so we delivered. So that just shows how much we care about you guys. So if you have any topic in mind, please, you can just drop it in the chat, in the comment, and we will be more than happy to talk about it and dedicate a whole session on even more about that. That's the first thing that I want to clarify. The second thing that I want to clarify as well today is that throughout the live stream, you will be hearing some bombings like the one. I'm not sure if it like reaches the microphone or not, but there are like kind of bombings in the background. They are not bombings. I'm very safe. It's just a traditional show that we have here in Morocco, which is this one. Let me show it with you. Yeah. So it's just this one. So this is a show that happens in like different cities in Morocco. And this show, we call it Fantasia, right? So it's just basically a lot of horsemen. They run or they on their horses, and then could you hear that? All right. So they are just right outside my house. The show is right outside my house, so you can hear a lot of bombings from time to time. I'm very safe. Everything is safe. So don't worry about me. It's just a show going on outside. It's actually a very wonderful traditional show that we have here in Morocco. So don't worry. About articles, but not the simplest things. Sure. So this is another very interesting topic. We can. By the way, Helga, are you talking about articles like in newspapers, or you're talking about the articles A and the which articles are you talking about? So as I was saying, everything is okay. Don't worry about me. We are going today to talk about poetry. By the way, who is that guy that you can see on the screen? Who's that guy? Which one, Helga? Are you talking about these? And also, do you recognize the man who is on the screen? He's a very famous poet and playwright as well. Richard, hey, how are you? Nusi, absolutely. That's the one and only Shakespeare. Absolutely. I used him because he is the symbol of poetry in English, and also he was a playwright. Playwright. Wait. I think I made a mistake. Playwright. All right, made a mistake again. Playwright. Okay. So, do you know what is a playwright? Because Shakespeare was a poet, and also he was a playwright. Okay, he was a playwright. So, what do you mean by playwright? Sophia, hey, how are you? Richard, where are you joining us from? William Shakespeare, yes, the one and only. By the way, William Shakespeare, believe it or not, he was a poet, he was a playwright, which I want you to explain to me. What do you mean by playwright? he introduced a lot of words, of new words that he invented to the English language. There were a lot of words that didn't exist before William Shakespeare. All right, so but he coined. We call this coining. He coined a lot of words into the English language. Okay, so what are we going? So while you think about what's the meaning of a playwright, because he was a poet, he writes poetry, but he was also a playwright. What is a playwright? I want to show you what we will be doing today. So today we are going to talk about poetry for learning English. All right, how can we learn English through poetry? Because it's a very, very, very nice thing that we can read poetry for fun, but we can also learn from poetry. We can read poetry for pronunciation. We can read poetry for vocabulary as well. So we will read about vocabulary, poetry, and vocabulary, and then we will do some practice. All right, and then we will do like poetry for fun. We'll just read some poetry, try to understand what it means. If you have any nice poetry, like someone in the morning shared some nice poetry with us, I will read it at the end of the session. So I'm so sorry for that person because he or she was expecting the session to be 9 a.m. So we sincerely apologize to you. We hope you could join us right now. And if you don't, you can watch it tomorrow. We will do a replay. Jasmine is here. Romeo and Juliet. Yes, absolutely. So playwright is a person who writes plays. All right. Plays meaning theater. Things that we do in the theater. Jasmine, how's life? How's life going with you? So a playwright is a person who writes plays, and plays are the things that we play in the theater, right? Okay, so I think we can start, but before we start, I want to ask those of you who are with us to please, before we start, like this video if you don't mind, because that really, really helps make this video reach other people, new people who can benefit from it, all right? It just takes like one click and we can start. Yeah, also, if you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure to subscribe and activate that notification bell so that you are notified twice per week about our twice per week live streams, because we do live streams twice per week. Okay, again, if you hear any bombing outside, any like kind of bombs, don't worry, it's not a bomb. It's just a traditional show going just right outside my house. Okay, it's called Fantasia, and it's happening right in front of the door. So don't worry about me. I'm very, very safe. I'm actually enjoying what's going on outside. Okay, I think we can start because Pamela's here. Pamela, hey, how are you? I think we can start. It's time to start. So let's go. Poetry for pronunciation. I'm going to show you a poem that's really, really good to learn pronunciation. Okay. Let me please one second, please. Let me just check if I can reduce noise. Okay. All right. Oh, it's already activated. So probably you are not hearing what's going on outside. Pamela, how are you? Just meaning the same. How is life going with you guys? Yeah. So read the following poem aloud. So I want you at your home to try and read the following poem. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna close my mouth, though I can't. I like to read a lot. I like to talk. So I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna try to shut up and let you enjoy this poem. This poem will help us to learn the pronunciation of like 5 words. I'm gonna shut up. Sorry. So read it aloud and try to see the pronunciation or focus on the pronunciation of the following words. 8 words. Nice. Great, Jasmine and Pamela. Glad to hear you are okay. Everything is good. Thank you, guys. Again, read it out loud. All right, because if you read it in your mind, in your head, you are not going to see if your pronunciation is good or not. You need to speak up. So try to speak up. Read it aloud. I take it you already know, and continue. All right. You can mute me because I don't think I can stop talking. I'm sorry. It's just how I am. I can't stop talking. You can mute the. All right. General, hey, it's fine. We have just started. So maybe for those of you who have just joined, today we are talking about poetry. All right. And we are going to learn how to pronounce some words through poetry. I gave you a chance. You read it out loud. I take it you already know of toe. How are we going to read that first word? Toe, bow. What's that? Okay. Please say done if you are done. You can say done in the chat. Just say done so that I know you are done reading it aloud. Done. All right, nice. Nusi, Jasmini, Pamela, Hell. All right, thank you guys. All right. Did you find any difficulty reading the words in yellow? Thank you guys. Oh wow, you guys are very fast. Did you find any difficulty reading these words that are in yellow? These words. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one. This one probably not because you know this one. This one, this one. Did you find difficulty? You can just tell me yes or no. Nice. All right. Good. Okay. So no difficulty for Ganroll. Some difficulty for Nusi. All right. So before we learn how to pronounce them, let's read how to. Let's read how to, or let's learn how to. What's their meaning first? So this is like, let's call this 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first word, which one do you think? Is it 1, 2, 3, or 4? Let's learn their meaning first. All right. So you all found some difficulty. So let's learn their meaning. So the first word. So the first word, 3. Are okay. Here you are. Yes. What's your name, please? Can you tell me your name? Because you were asking about the asking about the live stream in the morning. What was that? You? We're so sorry because we kept you waiting for like 12 hours. All right. Yeah, exactly, Nusi. Absolutely. Absolutely. So that's tough. Noted the pronunciation. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, we created such big trouble in the morning. I'm not sure what happened because normally we plan or we schedule the live stream at 9 p.m. If there was a mistake, maybe there was a mistake like on some platform, so we apologize for that. Bow. The second one, this one, it's the main branch of a tree. All right. What's this one? It's Snow White. Okay, I remember you. I'm so sorry. I don't remember like the letters, but I remember that you attended some live streams with us. Was it you in the morning? Like you thought that it started at 9 a.m. Yes, dough and then cough. So let me read for you these words. So cough is, for example, if you are sick, if you have the flu, you will cough. The second one, it's pronounced dough. Dough. You can repeat it if you want. Dough. Dough is when we take flour and we add some water and salt and it becomes dough. And from the dough, we make the bread. Okay? Number 3, it's tough. Tough, right? Tough. Someone who is strong. And also something that is like very hard. Like this is tough, right? Or even about an exercise. We can say this exercise is very tough, meaning it's very difficult. So tough, it means difficult or strong. And the last one is bow. Bow. So bough is the main branch of a tree. We call it a bough. What I want you to notice here is that all these words, they end in O-U-G-H, 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 O-U-G-H. But each one of them is pronounced in a different way. Have you noticed that? So cough, dough, tough, bow. Again, cough, oh, cough, dough, tough, tough, and then bow. They are written the same, but each one of them is read or pronounced differently. So let's go back to our like poem. So this is the poem that we have today. So we want to learn some pronunciation through this poem. So I take it you already know of tough and bow and cough and dough. So dough, it rhymes with no. All right. We have this thing called rhyme in poems. It's like songs. All right, nice. All right, so I'm so sorry. Strong, rigid, tough, cool. So you already know some of the words. So in poems, the last letters should rhyme. So this makes us expect how a certain word is pronounced. So for example, I know that this word and this word should rhyme. I'm sorry again, there is some like bombings outside. No and do, since they are at the end of these two, these should rhyme. I will read it once more. I take it you already know of tough and bow and cough and dough. Very similar words, but they are pronounced differently. They are written the same way, but they are pronounced differently. Tough, it's someone who is strong. Bough is the main branch of a tree. Cough, this is to cough. And dough is the material when you mix flour and water and they give you dough with which you make bread. Others may stumble, but not you. Or let's take these four new words again. This one, maybe you know this one, and this one. So think about their pronunciation first. Think about their pronunciation. Tough and love, yes, they rhyme, absolutely. Right and night, rhyme, absolutely. This is a good example of a rhyme. Very good. So yeah, so let's read now the next four letters or the next four words. These ones. This one, this one, this one, this one. I want you to read it out loud, and then we will discover their meaning, and then I will tell you how they should be pronounced. And then you can compare, do you know their meaning now, and do you know their pronunciation? The first one will absolutely surprise you how we pronounce it. It will really shock you. Okay, so let's move on. Let's move on. These are the three words or the four words. And these are pictures. So you can tell me which one is which. What's different between rhyme and rhythm? Okay, very good question, Pamela. So while you guys think about this, rhyme is when the words in the lines in poems and also in songs, they end in the right in the same like in the same letters or the same sounds. For example, one is that, okay, for example, right and night, they rhyme. You can hear it's the same, right, night. Or for example, night and light, they rhyme. Or no and do, they rhyme. Okay, but rhythm is speed. It's about the speed. The rhythm in reading is how fast can you read. The rhythm when you are exercising is how fast are you exercising. So rhyme is about sounds and rhythm is about speed. Your speed of reading, your speed of singing, your speed of running, your speed of exercising. Or even your speed of learning. We can say learn at your rhythm, all right? So are they clear now, Pamela? Are they clear? One is hiccup. Good, very good, Nusi. Nice. Two is through, and three is laugh. Rhyme is the end of a series of words. Rhythm is the alternation of stress and stress syllable. Absolutely. And also, it's very simply made. It's the rhythm, all right? It's rhythm. I like to, it's rhythm. Well, rhythm is rhythm. It's speed, okay? It's the speed. All right. Very good, guys. Very good. So, indeed, the first one, maybe I should move myself or I should do like this. Through. Through is when you go through something. All right? Through something. For example, we went through the forest or we went through the tunnel. The train went through the tunnel. All right? Meaning when you go inside something. The first one is this: when you eat something very fast and you're like, all right? Did this ever happen to you? It's one of the worst feelings. And they tell you that you should like hold your breath. Okay. You should hold your breath. And it goes. So it's okay. It sounds very silly. But let wait until you hear its pronunciation. It's written O-U-G-H, but it's pronounced hiccup with P. Hiccup. Hiccup. I think Nusi wrote it also the alternative way. Very, very good. Very good. Because I didn't want to, I didn't find any picture of thorough. Hiccup. So it's also written like this because it's pronounced like this. All right, let's move on. Last one is laugh. Laugh. All right, it's laugh. And the last one, thorough. Thorough is a deep study of something. It's let me see Snow White. Is profound. Why? And I don't see P. Exactly. Exactly. Let me ask you another question, Pamela. Why do we read this as laugh, but we don't see no F? There is no F. It's just, well, I will tell you why this happens. I will tell you why some words in English are written differently than they are pronounced. It's very simply because they were written a long time ago and their pronunciation changed with time. All right, pronunciation, it's very dynamic. It's always changing. But writing, it doesn't change like for hundreds or hundreds of years. Okay. So when pronunciation changes and the writing doesn't change, we end up with words like this. Laugh, it's written like GH, but it's pronounced with an F. And we know that in the past, it was pronounced like it was written, like la, or like something like this. All right? It was pronounced like with a R, or some words like this. I need to look this up, but this is basically what happens. Exactly. When you drink also alcohol, when people drink alcohol or drink something very fast, they will get a hiccup. Hiccup is, all right? Is that sound that you make, like in the picture that you can see. So, again, so what are we looking at? We are looking at words that end in the same ending, but the ending is pronounced very differently in each word. For example, thorough, O. Laugh, it's F. Through, it's oo. And here it's hiccup with a P. Shall we go back to our poem right now? Let's go back to our poem. I'm going to read it. Okay, I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it with the words that we have learned today, with the pronunciation that we have learned today. And then I will give you some time to practice it at home. By the way, today we are talking about, for those of you who maybe have just joined, today we are talking about poetry. And we are using poetry to learn first about pronunciation. So we will learn about pronunciation. This is what we are doing right now. We are using poetry to learn pronunciation. Because in poetry, there is rhyme, all right? So this word rhymes with this word, rhymes with this word, rhymes with this word. So we expect how to so this is no, so we know this is do. You, so this is through. Both of them ends in oo, all right? So this is how we use poetry. So if I know how this word is pronounced, I can predict how this word is pronounced. Let me use my light. If we know how this word is pronounced, we can expect how this one is pronounced. You, through. So you can see that they rhyme. Perhaps, traps. So we know how they are pronounced. Okay? This is what we call rhyming. Please, very, very kindly, since I have a lot of you here, can you please take 1 millisecond out of your time with us and click the like button? We will really appreciate it, because when you like it, YouTube says, whoa, a lot of people are liking this video. Maybe there is something to learn there. and there is indeed things to learn here. All right. So let's invite some more people by simply liking the video. I will really appreciate it. And let's go back to finish what we have started. So I will read it right now. I will read it for you from the beginning till the end. Let me do like this. I will read it from the beginning till the end, and I will give you some time to read it yourself. So we have today learned how to pronounce 8 words. 8 new words. We have learned them very quickly with one part of a poem. By the way, this is just a small part. The poem is very long. This poem is very long. It teaches you a lot more words, but I didn't want to overwhelm you. So we are going just to learn this part. I will read it again. I take it you already know of tough and bow and cough and dough. Others may stumble, but not you, or hiccup, thorough, laugh and through. Well done. And now you wish perhaps to learn of less familiar traps. I will repeat it once more because I really like it. And also so that you can note any words that probably you missed the pronunciation of. I take it you already know of tough and bow and cough and dough. Others may stumble, but not you, or hiccup, thorough, laugh and through. Well done, and now you wish, perhaps, to learn of less familiar traps. This was the first phase of our live stream today, where we learned how to pronounce some words through poems. By the way, so this is cough, dough, tough, and bow. Bow is a tree branch. The next ones we said this is hiccup. It's pronounced with p. All right. This is through. You go through the forest, through a tunnel. Laugh. All right. Okay. So it's just like reading it once more. Okay. So now let's read some vocabulary through this. I'll learn this poem by heart. Thank you. Great. Thorough meaning, please. Okay. Thorough. Okay. Here is Helga. She explained it for us. So thorough, it means full or detailed. I will give you an example. Scientists have done a thorough study or thorough research to identify or to find. Let me use like very simple words to find the to find some cure for cancer, for example. I really hope they will find the yes. So scientists have done a thorough meaning detailed, very deep, okay, research to find some cure for cancer. Pamela, is thorough clear now? I hope it is. Exactly, or a thorough analysis. Let's do a thorough analysis of this poem, meaning we will take the poem and we will study it in detail. So I hope it's clear right now. All right. Perfect, Pamela. Perfect. Yeah, they did their best, and also they did a very detailed and deep study. Okay, so now we are going to look at a different poem, but this time I want to teach you like 4 or 5 words. Okay, we're learning a lot today through poems. Where is Nusi? Nusi, where are you, man? Because you suggested this this topic, so thank you so much. Where are you? Never heard that word before. First of all, hi. Yes, it's very interesting. So now you know it, and you can try and use it in a sentence in the chat if you want. All right, so let's read the second one. Let's read the second one. It's a very nice one. Yeah, this one is very simple, actually. I just want to, again, brown and furry. Oh, I'm sorry for that, man. I'm sorry. It's your topic. It's your day today. But it's okay. I hope you are following at least. You can drop the quality of the video, but just don't drop it so much that you can't read. Brown and furry, caterpillar in a hurry. Take your walk to the shady leaf or stalk. May no toad spy you. May the little bird pass by you. Spin and die to live again, a butterfly. Yes, yes, yes. Brown one. Good. Because that's one of the words that we want to learn today. Okay. So again, brown and furry, caterpillar in a hurry. Take your walk to the shady leaf or stalk. May no toad spy you. May the little birds pass by you. Spin and die to live again a butterfly. Okay. So I hope this is clear for you guys, by the way. But we want to learn some words. So let's learn these words. Fairy, caterpillar, stalk, spy, spin. Can you give me first what do we mean by this? What do you guys know already? I will read it once more because I really love it. Brown and furry, caterpillar in a hurry. Take your walk to the shady leaf or stalk. May no toad spy you, may the little birds pass by you, spin and die to live again a butterfly. By the way, so for rhyme is this. So rhyme is we have here fairy, hurry. The second one, walk, stalk. Next one, you. Last one, die, butterfly. So I. So this is what we mean by rhyme. So each two lines they end with the same sound. Furry from fur. Good. Yes, toad. I didn't include toad. So toad is very simply a frog. It's a big frog. A toad. Right? It's like they are huge frogs. This is a toad, for example. This is a toad, right? This is a toad. It's a big one, big juicy toad. Not that I like to eat them, but they look juicy. Furry caterpillar, stalk, spy, spin. Yes. So what do we mean by those? Furry from fur. And what is fur? What is fur? Furry, yes, it's the adjective from fur, but what do we mean by fur? Again, for those of you, again, who have just joined, welcome first. So this is one of two live streams that we have each week. And this week we are talking about poetry. And we are not just reading poetry just for the love of reading poetry. Of course, poetry is very nice to read it just like on its own, but we want to read poetry so that we can learn pronunciation and also learn some vocabulary. So I have highlighted some words in this poem, and I want you to tell me what do they mean. If you know the meaning, of course. Otherwise, I'm going to do a little exercise with you, and you will understand. Exactly. Nice. Good. Yes. Okay. Very good. All right. Let's do a little exercise. So I have for you A, B, C, D, E. So these are the words that I want you to learn the meaning of. And we have plant stem. Stem meaning like the branch of a plant, not of a tree. Turn around. Fluffy animal or hairy animal. Animal that has a lot of hair. Sea and worm. A worm is the animal like that. It's a worm. It's like a little worm, like this. All right. It's a kind of worm. It's a type of worm. Abraha. Very interesting name. All right. So yes, to spy, it has that meaning that you said. It's like the spy, a person who goes and they take like information secretly about you. That's the caterpillar for sure. Stalk like stem, it's like the stem of a plant. So I agree. I agree. So let's match them. So with furry, furry is a fluffy animal. So fur is the hair that cats and dogs and other animals have. A caterpillar is very simply a type of worms. Okay, let me show you a worm and also a caterpillar. So I'm going to show you a worm. And I'm going to show you a caterpillar. And I'm going to show you the right caterpillar that the poet is talking about here. A hairy one. So this is a worm. A worm is like they live in the ground and they they are used for fishing. And this is a caterpillar. Caterpillar as those types of worms that turn into butterflies later. And you can see that it has a lot of hair on its back. So that's a hairy or furry caterpillar. This is what the poet is talking about in his poem. C1, stalk, stem. Yeah. Okay. You are correct. I'm wrong. All right. So yes. Spy, again, to spy, it has a different meaning actually. But in the poem, it's used for to see. Okay. And finally, to spin. To spin is to turn on yourself. For example, I can spin like this, right? I can spin. Like this is a spinning chair. I can spin in my chair, right? So that's spinning. Spinning is like you turn on yourself. All righty. Spin to turn around. All right. Okay, fair. So let's go back. So again, brown and furry, furry meaning hairy, caterpillar in a hurry. Caterpillar, this is a caterpillar, this is a hairy caterpillar. This is it, okay? Take your walk to the shady leaf like are those leaves of plants, or stalk. May no toad spy you, so may no frog see you, and may the little birds pass by you. Spin on yourself and die to live again a butterfly. So I hope you really love this one. Because right now, right? Okay, so now what I want you to do is you will try to practice rhyming, all right? Rhyming. So for example, I have this, all right, cool, very good. But we need the word sky. Okay, cool. But wait. The moon is shining in the it lights up the sky with its soft light. It rises high like a and fills the night with a gentle sight. Very good. In the first one, if we say sky, sky will not rhyme with night, with light. So we need a word that rhymes with light. Okay. So this one is it. So it doesn't, sorry. It or sky is just it's not it. Snow White suggests a different word. So she suggests night. And I agree with that actually. Fly. Cool. I accept that. Okay, it's night. And I will tell you why. Sky is a good one actually. It's very close, but it doesn't have T in the end, like light. So let's look at the next one. It rises high like a. What's the thing that rises in the sky? It looks like this. We use it a lot. You will see it a lot next to the beach. On the beaches, it looks like this, and there is a stem. What do we call these things? And it rhymes with sight. So let's see if you guys know what's up. Great, very good. So nice. So Snow White says it's a kite. Jasmine says it's a kite. I see you'd like all of exactly kite. But Helga, it's not necessary that all four should rhyme, because sometimes we can rhyme these two by themselves, and then these two can rhyme by themselves. Okay, so each two can rhyme by themselves, and we saw this, by the way, in the previous one. Let me see. Okay, so you can see these two have one rhyme, hairy, furry. This one has a different one, walk, stalk. It's different from hairy and furry. you and you, these are have their own rhyme, and then these two have their own rhyme. So it's not necessary that all the poem should rhyme in the same way. Okay? So sometimes two lines can rhyme with each other, two lines can, but what's important for me in this exercise is that this one should rhyme with the next one, right? With the next line. All right? So I hope this one was clear for you guys, because guys, okay. Please let me know if everything is clear, because I would love to move to the next one. The next one again. Oh, I don't have another one. Sorry for that, guys. All right, I have just one. That's super bad. Okay, let me think. Let me think. Because I really want you guys to write your own poems. Okay, so let's read a couple of poems after this one, and then we will try to write our own poem. Okay, about any topic that you guys want. Let's see. But before I want to just like take a very 1 minute very quickly, like to just remind you of our very beautiful website wooenglish.com, where you guys can download some very beautiful, wonderful, entertaining at the same time books that you can learn a lot from for free. You can download them from free on our website. Okay. Yeah, for example, Tom's Big Day, could just like click on the website or click on the book, and then you go here and you will find download book. All right, you can download it on your device, or you can read it on the browser if you want. If you don't have like enough space, you do whatever you want. So I just want to like the website is right here, wooenglish.com, and through the website also you can join our WhatsApp channel. It's very important because we always make announcements there, and we share some materials there. So if you want to join us there, you will definitely learn a lot. Okay, you will definitely learn a lot. Okay, so let's move on, I think, with our rhyme. Across the line, I'm not familiar. um, uh, I think the same in Arabic. Do you mean like this, like in the same line you will find, are your poems written like this? Like this, is that what you mean? Like two lines next to each other and they rhyme with each other? Is that it? Because I'm very interested in like all different of like cultural differences. I really love to look at and analyze how different cultures are. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, poem number one. We'll just read these for fun before we write our own. Okay, poem. I often wish I were a king, and then I could do anything. If only I were a king of Spain, I'd take my hat off in the rain. You can notice again that each two of these rhyme alone. So this is ing, and the next one is ain, Spain and rain. Okay. Do you want to finish this one? Or we just carry on? Let's read the next one. I have a little shadow that goes in and out with me, and what can be the use of him is more than I can see. He is very, very like me from heels up to the head. I think something is missing here, but that's okay. Just want to like show you some types of poems. But I really like this one. It's very simple. It's very short and also very entertaining. I often wish I were a king. By the way, for the past of verb was, of the verb be, with I we say was. I was. Why did we write were here? Why did we say I were? I'm very tired. Well, sorry for that, Snow White. I know it's very late in Russia. So thank you so much for being here. We are almost done, by the way. If you want to stay, you want to stick till the end, that would be great. But if you are very tired, um, it's fine. If you want to like go, yeah. So shall we write our own poem? Can we? Let's try. Let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. We can start with this one, or let's take another one. I wish I were a bird I love birds, so I'm gonna write a poem about birds. And fly. All right. Exactly, exactly. Yes, it's conditional. Yes, absolutely. So when we are talking about something imaginary, it's okay to say if I were instead of I was. Okay? Because it's just imaginary. So no need to stick by the grammar rule. So we say if I were you, I'm not you, I'm just imagining. So I can say if I were. Can you help me finish this poem? I will be very, very thankful for you guys if you could help me finish this poem. Wait, let me just open a new one. Can you help me finish that poem? So the first line of the poem says, I wish I were a bird that can fly. Can you finish? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are, up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. It's a very famous one. It's sung for little kids, and I really love it. I really love it. It's one of the most famous songs. Like they are called nursery rhymes, nursery, because they are sung for little kids. But I really love it. Yes. Okay. So I wish I were a bird that can fly. Can someone finish it and keep the same rhyme at the end? I wish I was a bird that can fly. I wish I were a bird that can fly. I love birds, by the way. Birds are amazing creatures. Like it's creatures that can fly. They can actually fly. It's very amazing for me. I will fly like a bird above the sky. I will write these. Oh, I didn't share with you this. Okay, so I'm actually writing what we are talking about. So I wish a word or a bird. So let me see. I'll never be sad, dull, or tired. I will fly. I will fly. Okay. I will fly above the sky. And again, since we just imagine, we should say I would. I would fly above the sky. Is that what you said, right? I would fly. Well, you are a bird, so you would fly like a bird. I would fly above the sky. Can someone help us finish this poem? I'm drinking some Moroccan tea. I really love it. Moroccan tea is the best type of tea. No offense to any country that makes tea, but Moroccan tea is very special. Or maybe it's just because it's my country. And please don't forget to like this video. It takes like one click. It takes one click. So can you please do that one click and make me happy? The word can doesn't is out of rhythm. That can fly. All right, let me read it. I wish I were a bird that can fly. It's like you can like you make it. You read it like can. I had a cat who was so fat he could not sit. I didn't know. Okay, nice. I didn't love this one. Is it a poem or is it a true story? Is it more alive after the first few drinks? Oh no, it's not. It's tea. It's tea actually. It's tea. Don't worry. No one would love to finish my poem. Come on, guys. Come on. Finish my poem. We just written like 2 lines. I wish I were a bird. Because Helga, if we say that fly, here we should say that flies, and it will ruin. It will ruin the rhythm. Okay, let's do something. I can say if I were a bird. Okay, if I were a bird. If I were a bird that can fly. I think this is better. It's not long. I would fly above the sky. I will add because you guys don't want to help me. Um, I would raise high and high. If I were a bird that can fly, I would fly above the sky. I would raise high and high. Okay, help me now. Help me. Yes, okay. I didn't see this one. Snow White. Yeah, I didn't see this one. But it's yeah, we finished with the same one. We finished with the high. I would never like fly, never be sad, dull or tired. I wish I were a bird that fly. I'll never be sad, dull or tired. I really like this one. I need a way to add this one. We can sometimes change the line and then go back. We can change the rhythm and then go back to the rhythm, right? You can say, for example, I would never be tired or shy. Okay, all right. I mean that's so I'm using Helga's answer, but at the same time I'm adding my own flavor. If I were a bird that can fly, I would fly above the sky. I would raise high and high. I would never be tired or shy. All right, I think it's good. I think it's good. I think it's good. Let's change a little bit the rhythm. Let me. Okay. Hmm. I would rest among the trees. Okay, finish for me. So now you can notice we changed the rhyme, all right? So it was fly, sky, high, shy. Now it's trees. Help me, guys. So it should be something that ends it with ease. Help me. Come on. I will add just like a couple and I will stop because you guys don't want to help me. Again, for those of you probably who have just joined and are wondering, what on earth are these people doing? We are simply learning about poetry. So we used poetry today to learn some pronunciation, the pronunciation of 8 words. And then we learned 5 more words, their meanings. We learned the meaning of 5 words. So pronunciation of 8 words, meaning of 5 words, and we read some and we finished some poems. And now we are writing our own poem. Okay? The bees. Okay, I love this one. I stumbled upon the bees. Right. But I stumbled upon the bees. I really love this one. But by the way, I asked earlier, why do we write I were while the verb to be in the past is I was? It's very simply because this is an imaginary. This is a wish or imagination, so a hypothetical. I'm just imagining if I'm a bird. I'm not a bird. Okay? So we can say if I were instead of I was. And watch the yellow bees. I really love this one, but it's already bees is already taken. You're 10 seconds late, Helga. But I stumbled upon the bees. I really love this one too. And watch the yellow bees. So I would rest among the trees and watch the yellow bees. That would be very good. Let me read the first one. I would rest among the trees, but I stumbled upon the bees. I think I watched the yellow bees is a little bit like it goes with the rhythm a little bit. And watch the yellow bees. No offense, Snow White. Just that this one is a little bit like it goes smoother, but yours was great. I really love that. All types of conditionals, but especially type 2 and type 3. But you are correct. It's the second conditional where we use it a lot. It's, for example, I say, if I were you, I would go visit a doctor, for example. So I say, if I were you, because I'm not you, okay? If I were you, and not if I was you. Not if I was you. Okay. I'm going to hit the sack. That's it, Pamela. We still have 5 minutes. 5 minutes. All right. So I think it's enough with these with the poem. I think I'm gonna finish it like on my own and then share it with you probably. Okay. So let me do this. So we still have like 5 minutes if you guys want to chat, or if you want to tell me what should be the next topic. It can be also I'd watch. Very good. Absolutely. That's even the short. It will make it even better. What should be? So last week, one of you suggested poems, and here we are talking about them today. So we are never late. All right. It's fine, Pamela. Go take some rest. It's totally fine. So yeah. So I would love to hear from you guys if you have any topic that you want us to discuss. Because Pamela or Helga talked earlier about articles. And I would love to know, Pamela, what kind of, or Helga, what kind of articles are you talking about? Are you talking about how to write an article like in the newspapers or on a website? Or how to write, or articles like and what type of article were you talking about? It's fine, Sophia. It's my duty here. Pamela probably had a long day today. So I'm sorry if we keep you late, guys, but we always enjoy the time together. Sorry. Okay, I get you now. So we can do something about that. Absolutely. Let me see what you guys suggested about. Okay. So first, actually, one of you suggested passive voice. So I still have here poems and passive voice. So I think next time we will talk about the passive voice, and then maybe next week we can do articles if you guys don't mind. Exactly. I remember you, Sophia. I remember I wrote it here. I took notes. All right. So I'm gonna do that. So of course we are here to talk about things that matter to you guys. All right. Because I already know everything. Just meaning, actually, we already talked about almost all tenses that exist in the English language. You can go back to the live streams. Otherwise, I can do a live stream where we do like a kind of recap of all the tenses. That will also be good. Let me just write down what you guys are suggesting right now, so I don't forget, because I'm very old. I'm a very old man, and I forget. My brain is very busy when we don't need articles to. Okay, sure. Yeah, zero article. That's what we call zero articles. So you guys talked about articles and tenses. Absolutely, we will definitely look into them. They are here, written here, so don't worry about them. I'm not gonna forget. So I think that's guys for today. I really hope you enjoyed today's live stream. It was about poems. We used poems to learn about pronunciation. We used poems to learn about vocabulary. We had some fun finishing some vocabulary, some poems, and also learn or wrote our own poem. I will share with you the poem later when I finish it. So I think that's that, guys. I would let you go finish the rest of your week. Have a great, successful, and productive week. See you on Friday. Next Friday at 9 p.m., the same time. So European time, I think it's 10 p.m. So Friday, 10 p.m., European times, we have another live stream, grammar. It will be about the passive voice. So see you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and take care of yourselves.